In the beginning, there was the Fox's Den. Then came the Aftermath.
The box is down, now shut up and listen.
Anyway, I'm going to play this track from Laurie Greco. Now, the only thing is I don't know what it's called because it's come through. I've got 2 tracks from on the computer. I'm going to play one now, and I'm going to play Papa's Eyes after the phone interview. But this one just says track 11. For some reason, it's not come through with a track name on it, so...
That's a challenge.
We'll play it, and then we can ask you while we're on the phone to it, what's this track called? And then I can edit the name on the computer.
That would be a very good idea.
It will. So while this track's playing, I should be making a telephone call to Laurie. It's a 3-minute song, so, you know, 2 minutes time I should be ringing up, you know, because it's cheaper to just not keep ringing on forever.
Exactly.
Here we go. Back in a bit.
She met her love on a summer's day. In her eyes he felt her sadness, held her close and gave a sweet caress. Then he sang to her as he gently strummed his guitar. Beneath the stars the trees were swaying to the sound of his guitar playing, as he sang to her his Latin lullaby. In a moment of sweet surrender, how they shared a love so tender. She can always hear his Latin lullaby. Beneath the stars the trees were swaying to the sound of his guitar playing, as he sang to her his Latin lullaby. In a moment of sweet surrender, how they shared a love so tender. She can always hear his Latin lullaby. She lost her love but still can hear his lullaby. And in the night you'll sing his Latin lullaby.
So, that was Laurie Greco with what's called track 11 on my computer, but I think it's probably called Lullaby. Am I right, Laurie?
Yes, you're halfway right. It's Latin lullaby. Good morning to you, Bill.
It's called what, sorry? Latin Lullaby?
Latin, yes.
Latin, right. Let me just, while we're doing that then, I'm going to introduce to Dave as well. Dave sat opposite me.
Good morning, Laurie.
Good morning, Dave. How are you?
Oh, exhausted. It's still night time here. We're heading for midnight.
I know. So Latin Lullaby is probably a very apt song to play at the end of the night.
It is. The trouble is, so relaxing. I was trying hard not to nod off.
Okay,
It was beautiful, Laurie. Really, it's
Thank
beautiful.
you. Thank you.
There we
Thanks
go.
for calling.
That is now done. That is now saved. Yes, I don't want to save the changes. Yes, so.
It's a wonderful computer system.
Anyway, so that is now on the computer as Latin Lullaby. So there we go. That's done. Super duper. So we are now joined with on the telephone with Laurie Greco over in Perth, Western Australia.
Goodness me.
At 6:30 in the morning, bang on the dot, bang on 6:30 and 4 seconds.
Good on you.
There we go. So, happy birthday for yesterday.
Happy birthday.
In fact, for you it was day before yesterday, but for us it was yesterday. We're a bit of a time warper, you're right, were you?
Yeah.
So-
Thanks very much. I had millions of people write to me, so it's great.
Happy 21st. That's what we like to
Oh,
say.
yes, if only.
So you want to talk a little bit about your music and about this video as well?
Yeah, thanks very much for having me on. Well, I'm recording a new album, and that's hopefully going to be completed before Christmas.
Good.
And I'm just looking to see if people might want to help me raise a little bit of money. I'd like to film a new video, and, even if it's just $1, the more supporters, the better. It would be great.
Of course it is, yeah.
A few coins.
So which track are you doing the video for?
Well, it's not one off my last album. I've recorded 13 new songs.
Right.
So we're looking forward to releasing a single off the album, and we're really excited about it. So.
Because I've only got two of your songs.
Have you?
Yes, I've got that one then. I've got Papa's Eyes. That is it. That is all I've got.
Oh, well, there's another two. I've already got 10. There's another 10 off that first album.
Oh, these were
So
sent
I'm
over.
trying-
These were emailed over to me by our mutual friend, Mr. Wolfman.
Yes, and he's listening, and he's asked me to say hello to everyone in the studio.
Hello, Mr. Wolfman. 'Cause
Hello, Wolfie.
you've not interacted for a long time, but I think he does work, and it's very hard for him to type while he's working.
I think he's actually finished work. He's just hanging on at work just a little bit.
You see. It's very hard for him to skive at work and listen to us and type while he's supposed to be working. That's
Well,
the
this
thing.
is correct. Well, this is why we go to work, Bill. To work for others, not for ourselves.
Well, that's it. I know. I mean, if this was only the day job, I tell you.
It'd be wonderful.
That's right.
But yeah,
It would be wonderful.
it's a little hobby, and I presume the music is your hobby as well, is it?
It's a really passionate but expensive hobby.
So you have a day job as well, do you?
Unfortunately, I do. I have to go to school, and I teach students piano.
Oh, you teach piano, so obviously on your music you play the piano, don't you?
I do. I do on the first album. On the second album, I've only played on a few tracks because, sometimes you've got to draw the line and think, well, for the sake of the music, there are people that are better than me out there, and that's what I've done. I've employed a few other people to play the piano, and they're really fantastic. So where I can, I did, but I handed over to people that were more expert.
So is there any other instruments you play then?
No, that's it.
Just the piano?
I did have a go at guitar and flute, but no, I just didn't stick with it. So I started the piano when I was 7. It's been my true love ever since my childhood. So
Dave makes a very good
that's
job.
what I'm doing. So music's always in my life.
I was saying because Dave makes a very good job of playing the fool.
I do.
Oh, okay.
That's all he
I'm
does.
excellent at it.
Well, that's a gift, Not everyone can play the fool.
Well, he tries hard and he does sometimes get it right as well.
Well, there you are. Okay, well, we all get a laugh out of it. He's done a champion job.
I applied for the job as village idiot, but I was overqualified.
Oh, I would say you are. Too highbrow for that.
He does. So, thank you very much. I was expecting to give you a wake-up call this morning, but you was up an hour ago. Just about an hour and 15 minutes ago.
Well, I was petrified. My eyes popped open at about 5 a.m. and I thought, oh, have I missed it? Perhaps Bill didn't get my message.
I got the message, but the problem is, I can't get on the old Facebook at work because it's blocked. But I can get on the I can get on my mobile phone, and I checked just before I left work, and there was no messages there. But it's an hour's drive from where I work to get home, And by the time I got home, you'd sent me the message and said I'm off to bed now. So I thought, well, I'll reply anyway, but I didn't know whether, so you must have sent the message just as I was leaving work. And obviously I'm not going to, I can't check my phone for Facebook messages while I'm driving. That's not very good. It's not a good idea.
It's dangerous.
No, you do the right thing. You're a model citizen, Bill.
Of course I am. A world record model breaking citizen of some sort or other. Well, I don't. You
world breaking boys.
Yeah, but we've been beaten. Somebody's beat us.
Oh, really? Again?
Yeah,
already? Well, that means you have to do it all again.
Somebody's knocked up 72 hours, would you believe?
Oh.
So anyway, that's
And what was your record?
53.
What was your record?
53 hours.
53 hours non-stop team broadcast.
Non-stop.
Oh, well, you were nearly dead at the end of that, so I suppose if you went for 73, it'd be...
Well, the thing is, as well, I mean, these two who did it, they were taking 45-minute sleep breaks. We didn't. We had 14-minute breaks. That was it.
Oh.
Anyway, so we were the first to do it anyway, so that's all that matters.
Yeah. Well, you can always try that,
Well,
try it again.
No, we might have a different plan for next year. But watch your space, we'll announce it a bit later on.
We will.
Yeah, good. And speaking of all that matters, that's the title of one of the songs off the next album.
Oh, you cheesy link. If I'd had it, I'd have played it now. Well, never mind. Yeah.
No, well, you can't. You haven't got it.
Well, last week,
Nor do I have a copy myself.
Once you've got the album, you'll have to send me a copy.
I will.
Then we can play it, you see, Two tracks.
I'll be contacting everyone I know, for help. So it's really great. There's so many independent stations like yourself, Bill and Dave, that help indie artists. It's really great. It's really tough doing promotion.
It is. I mean, the thing is, this station, it isn't just for independent stuff. It's we sort of do all sorts of stuff. We're a community radio station. We have to do stuff for the community, and we play mainstream music during the day, but we have what they call specialist music shows. And when I was asked if I wanted to do a show, I said yes, and I want to concentrate on independence. And so that's what I do. So
we are special.
You're very special. And this show, we pride ourselves on that. Everything we play for the full 3 hours is purely independent artists and small label and what have you.
Yeah, good on you.
And have somebody live in the studio.
Honestly, it's fantastic. It's such a hard job to do it, by yourself, and all indie artists will tell you that. So on behalf of everyone in the world that's an indie artist, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for taking this phone call. We're going to just play another one of your songs, Laurie. Thank you very much. This is
great. Good on you.
Do you want to introduce
everyone that's listening? I hope they are.
Do you want to introduce this one for us?
Okay. This
Papa's
next
Eyes.
song I wrote for my dad is Papa's Eyes.
Okay, this is Laurie Greco. Thank you very much for speaking to Laurie. And thank you very much, and we'll speak to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Looking back those years ago, I was Daddy's little girl. He'd let me cheat at playing cards. If I'd lost, it shattered my world. He worked his hands upon the land for my mom, my sisters, and me. He'd watch us play in the fields of dreams when we were young and so carefree. In my papa's eyes, I could tell how much he loved me. In my papa's eyes, I could tell how much he cared. Sitting on that rocking chair, me in the dark
Greco there from Perth in Western Australia there. We had that phone call there a few minutes ago. Thank you very much for that, Laurie.
A lovely lady.
There we go.